a direct impact on the ultimate success of your business. Here's why. Suppose you're a real estate agent attending a networking event loaded with real estate investors. The investors are looking for the hottest deals in the market. During the networking session, many of these investors will approach you and ask you, what do you do? How you respond to this question could make you millions or devastate your business. If you simply respond by saying, I sell real estate, the response you get will be a glazed over expression. In fact, they will probably be looking for the nearest exit. But what if you responded to this investor by saying something like this? I help savvy real estate investors take full advantage of the current drop in real estate values by showing them how to acquire multi-million-dollar homes for no money down and add millions to their net worth overnight. Think that might grab an investor's attention? And when you do grab their attention, the natural follow-up question they'll ask will be, how do you do that? Again, your follow-up response is a key element in determining whether you get the sale or not. Blow it, and you go home empty-handed. Nail it, and you make a lot of money. But what if you knew exactly what you were going to say no matter what question is asked of you? When the investors ask, how do you do that? What if you responded by saying, do you know how real estate investors feel they may be missing out on the greatest time in recent history to acquire million-dollar properties for pennies on the dollar? What I do is help these investors identify the hidden cash of available multi-million-dollar homes that are truly once-in-a-lifetime deals and show them how they can buy these homes with no money down and become an overnight millionaire. These short, powerful, and compelling responses are known as elevator pitches. And if you don't have one for every potential situation you may find yourself in, you're leaving money on the table, a lot of money. Our previous presentations were specifically designed to help you develop the first two critical business fundamentals you must have in place to set yourself up for success as a small business owner: the target customer profile and the thought process matrix. In this presentation, we're going to guide you step by step in the creation of the third success fundamental, your elevator pitch. Let me give you an example to help explain why this is such a critically important fundamental for you to master. One of our recent customers was getting desperate. He had a world-class product that dispenses absolute pure water that health-conscious businesses provide to their employees. Unfortunately, this product wasn't generating any interest from his target customers. And to top things off, his competitors were claiming they also provided the same high-quality drinking water, when in fact, they weren't even in his league. That's the problem with marketing. Anyone can say anything, and they very often do. His struggle was the same as most small business owners. He had a terrific product, but he lacked the marketing skills necessary to create a compelling message that would generate leads and close more sales. In today's media-savvy world, it takes more than a terrific product to make your business successful. It takes the marketing skills necessary to create compelling messages that instantly generate more leads, attract more customers, and make your business more money. It turned out his message was targeting the wrong type of customer. Thanks to one small tweak we helped him make, he created a message that was laser-focused directly at his target customer. The end result, his revenue skyrocketed in less than 4 months. Every small business owner wants to create the perfect marketing message. What they lack is a proven process that can help them do that. We taught this customer our simple, step-by-step, easy-to-use process that we use every day to create competition-crushing marketing. But this customer also did the one thing that the vast majority of small business owners never do. He actually applied the information he learned to his marketing. Every day, we discover that a majority of small business owners lack just a few simple fundamentals that, if implemented, have the power to explode their revenue and take their business to the next level. That's what this presentation is all about. Helping you create your very own compelling marketing message, a message we refer to as your million-dollar message. The elevator pitch is a clear, powerful, and well-thought-out statement of your business's most compelling value that you can deliver anytime, anywhere on the spot in about 30 seconds. And within every elevator pitch, you will also find your USP, which is short for unique selling proposition. Your core message is your USP, and it states the single biggest benefit your business provides to its customers and prospects that your competition doesn't. It highlights the differences between you and your competitors. It separates your business from everyone else, and it emphasizes your uniqueness. Your elevator pitch is your business's DNA written as a statement. By the end of this presentation, you will have both your elevator pitch and USP, approximately 80% developed. The remaining 20% is attained the old-fashioned way, through continuous tweaking, testing, refining, and constant never-ending improvement. But the benefits you get from a well-written, powerfully compelling elevator pitch and USP are practically endless. It instantly creates an emotional reaction from every qualified prospect who hears it, since it's laser-focused on their specific hot-button issues. The elevator pitch lets your prospects know that your business offers them a solution to their problems, frustrations, fears, or concerns. It immediately compels them to either want to know more about what you do and how you can help them, or to possibly buy your product or service on the spot. Since most businesses speak in terms of features instead of benefits, your benefit-driven elevator pitch separates your business from all of your competition and makes your prospects feel that they would be absolute fools to buy from anyone else but you. So let's get started helping you create your very own elevator pitch. When someone asks you, "What do you do?" what do you say? What words do you speak, and do those words instantly compel that person to drop their jaw on the ground and immediately want to buy what you sell? By the end of this presentation, we will change all of this for you forever. We'll make sure you understand the extreme importance of developing both your USP and your elevator pitch. We want you to see the power they can unleash on behalf of your business and how they can help you create leads and drive additional revenue. We'll even reveal how you can use them to position your business for total and complete market domination. The only two ways for your business to generate revenue is through sales and marketing. Those are the keys to success for every small business owner. Your USP and elevator pitch represents the essential marketing message upon which all of your other marketing messages will be based. Obviously, it's vital to your business that you get this right. But by taking the time and doing the work required to create a powerful and compelling USP and elevator pitch, then attracting more customers, closing more sales, and generating much higher revenue for your business becomes pure child's play. What may surprise you is how simple this will be for you to create. Everything you've done over the past several presentations has been designed to provide you with the critical information you need to develop these two key components for your business. Let me explain. When you completed your target customer profile, you specifically identified who your target customer really is, both physically and emotionally. You now know what your target customer wants, not just needs. You selected your niche market as well, and when you did, you made your business unique. Then you mapped out your target customer's thought process. You defined the specific problems, frustrations, fears, or concerns your target customers want resolved within your chosen niche market, and you took a long, hard look at the current solution your business offers those prospects to help them find solutions to those hot-button issues. Unfortunately, in the vast majority of cases, your current solutions match what your competition provides to their prospects as solutions. By offering the same solutions as your competition, no one stands out as unique. In fact, by offering the exact same solutions, you're forcing both your business and your competition to forever compete on price. Also, when you offer the same solutions as everyone else, your prospects have come to expect those solutions. So even if you provide those solutions and perfectly execute them each and every time, your prospects will never notice since they're expecting them in the first place. If you want to get your business noticed, if you want to stand out from your competition, if you want to turn prospects into customers and customers into advocates for your business, then you must exceed your prospects' expectations. The solutions you offer them must be extraordinary, and that's why you must innovate the areas of your business that your prospects value the most. So once you identify the solutions your business presently provides to your prospects, you then looked at potential innovations that your business might be able to offer in place or in addition to your present solutions. After you listed all the potential innovations, you then looked them over to see if they were cost-effective innovations. You made sure they really provided your prospects with extraordinary value, and that they would provide your business with a positive return on the investment required to implement those innovations. Finally, you recorded all the benefits your target prospects would realize from those innovations. You did this to help compel them to take action, since prospects mostly buy based on emotion, and benefits define the emotional components that your solutions offer them. Look back at your thought process matrix that you created from our previous presentation. You should have this completely developed. If you did this exercise properly, you have already created close to 80% of your elevator pitch. Look at rows 1, 3, and 4 of your thought process matrix. Rows 1, 3, and 4 are your what they want section, your what you could do section, also known as your innovation section, and your how will they benefit section. If you take that information, put it all together in exactly the order listed, and do some slight wordsmithing to it, you will have just created your 30-second elevator pitch. All that's missing is the format to plug that information into. Sounds simple. It actually is. So let's get started, and let us give you a broad overview so you understand the importance of this process and how you can create both an elevator pitch and a USP that will position your business for total and complete market domination. We've been discussing the importance that emotion plays when you attempt to attract more clients. In order to capture someone's attention, you have to start by tapping into their hot buttons. This means that your marketing messages must educate your prospects with specifics instead of confuse them with platitudes. Platitudes are the generalities you see or hear in almost every single advertisement you come across. Start paying attention and see how many platitudes you can count in each and every ad you see. Look for ads that say things like, "We're the best," "We have the lowest prices," "We have the largest selection," "We've been in business for 35 years," or, my very favorite, "You can trust us to do the best job." Let me ask you a question. Why can I trust you? Because you said so? Do you see what I mean? Everyone says these things, and as a result, prospects don't believe any of them. If you ever hope to convert prospects into customers, it's critical that you create a series of short, clear, and concise messages that compel your prospects to instantly recognize that you provide exceptional and extraordinary value. You want to compel them so they want to know more information about what you do. And the way you compel them to want to know more is to appeal directly to their emotions. That's why these short messages must focus solely on the solutions your business provides. Remember, prospects buy based on emotion, so your message must hit their emotional hot buttons. These messages can range from a single phrase we refer to as a USP and can go up to a 30 or 60-second elevator pitch. Most businesses attempt to work this process in reverse, and they typically fail because of it. They attempt to create their USP first, and then develop their elevator pitch. In order to create an effective USP, start by developing your elevator pitch first. In fact, you should actually develop 2 different elevator pitches, one that's approximately 30 seconds long, and then shorten that up to around 10 seconds. Use the longer one when you have sufficient time to use it effectively, and use the shorter version when you're attending a networking event. As a small business owner, you have very limited time. It's critical to your success that you accomplish as much as you can within the limited time you have. For instance, when attending a networking event, your goal should be to generate as many leads as you can. You do that by creating a short, concise message that resonates with the emotional hot buttons of your target customer. That compels them to want to know more. Then you can follow up with those leads at a later time and close them into paying clients. By following this process, you can spend the entire networking time identifying and compelling prospective clients to want to know more about your product or service without having to spend your valuable networking time trying to sell to only 1 or 2 of them. A well-crafted and well-developed elevator pitch can generate a tremendous number of new leads for your business each and every time you open your mouth. We've created a basic template for you to use to help you get started with developing your very own elevator pitch. The template is in your workbook. Let's use it to create elevator pitches for our example businesses. One major suggestion, always start by creating your 30-second elevator pitch. It's extremely difficult to take everything you do and condense it into a compelling 10-second mini commercial for your business. It's much easier to write free form to get started and then begin to chop out all unnecessary wording as you cut down your 30-second version into a 10-second version. By creating both, you'll be ready to convey your message in a variety of situations. And if you create it properly, it should be compelling enough to get the majority of prospects that hear it to come up to you afterward and say, "How do you do that?" Let me walk you through the basic elements of this template so you have an idea of how it works. Use it in our business examples, and then use the actual template to help you begin to create your very own killer elevator pitch and USP. Let's start with the child care example and use this template to create a 30-second elevator pitch. There is a two-part formula for creating a 30-second elevator pitch that works brilliantly. It focuses first on the problem by hitting your prospect's hot button issue, and then provides the solution to that problem in an emotionally compelling way. The problem half starts with the words, "Do you know how?" and then describes the problem your prospects experience before they buy your product or service. Then the solution part comes next, starting with the phrase, "What we do is," and then explaining how your product or service solves your prospect's problem, along with all the positive emotional benefits they get from that experience. Earlier, I indicated that you have already developed this information once you completed your thought process matrix. In your matrix, the information you wrote down in the first row labeled "What you want" represents the problem your target customer is experiencing, and the information you recorded in the third row labeled "What you could do" is the innovative solution you have developed in your business to dramatically offset that problem. The fourth row labeled "How they will benefit" provides the emotional response your target customer will experience as a result of the innovation from row 3. When you completed your thought process matrix, you unknowingly developed every bit of information required to create an engaging and highly compelling elevator pitch from scratch. So once again, to create powerful 30-second elevator pitch, start with the words, "Do you know how?" followed by a description of the customer's problem. Then follow that up immediately with the words, "What we do is," followed by a description of your business's solution and benefits. Here's how you would write an elevator pitch for this child care. Start by looking at child care's thought process matrix. We would take out a sheet of paper and write down the words, "Do you know how?" and then write down the information that's listed in row 1 from the child care's thought process matrix. Then write down the words, "What we do is," and write down the information listed in rows 3 and 4 from that matrix. You will need to wordsmith this version to clean up the structure and the flow, but you now have all the elements in place. So for the child care example, the 30-second elevator pitch would sound something like this. Do you know how you drop your kids off at child care and then spend the rest of the day at work worrying about their safety and wishing you knew what was really going on? What we do is relieve all doubt and worry every concerned parent feels by providing you with WebWatch, an online camera surveillance system you can access from home or work and watch your child whenever you want, relieving your anxiety and stress and giving you complete peace of mind. If you were a concerned parent needing to put your child into childcare and you heard a child care owner say this at a PTA meeting or a Chamber of Commerce networking session, would you be compelled to walk up and ask, "How do you do that?" That's the end result you're going for. Your goal is to compel qualified prospects to engage you in conversation about your product or service. Then you can provide additional compelling information and begin to establish a relationship as you lead them through the sales process. And by the way, did you notice I said qualified prospects? That's an additional bonus you get with this type of elevator pitch. When you speak the first sentence that begins with the words, "Do you know how?" the rest of that sentence addresses the main hot button for the majority of qualified prospects that want this type of childcare service. When you say that to a prospect, watch their reaction the moment you finish saying that sentence. If you're speaking to a true qualified prospect, meaning a prospect who wants what you sell, they will be nodding yes at this point, since they deeply resonate with what you're saying. If they don't, they're not your target prospect. This is a major advantage you gain when you select your niche market. Every niche market comes complete with its own unique set of hot buttons. When it comes to the hot button issues, all of us within that niche market tend to experience the exact same scenario. Is there really any parent on the planet who has a child in childcare that hasn't spent the day at work worrying, fretting and agonizing over their child's perceived treatment by the child care. The words, "Do you know how?" reminds your qualified prospects of that specific situation and conjures up all of those negative emotions they have experienced in the past. A good elevator pitch creates a word picture of the problem and then explains how you solve it. Child care prospects remember their frustration with not knowing how their child was being treated, their anger at having to leave them in the first place, and the fear that something bad might happen to them. The moment you say, "Do you know how?" you have them reliving their negative emotional experiences all over again. And best of all, they're now relating to you because you understand that exact same situation and those exact same emotions. "Do you know how?" are magic words. They immediately put you and your prospect on the same side of an emotional situation. You're two comrades sharing a universal experience, and most important, you've painted a vivid picture of a human problem. A problem that you're now about to magically solve when you use the follow-up phrase, "What we do is." That information tells them how your business, and only your business, has created an innovative solution that will erase that problem from the prospect's life forever. It's an innovative solution that is specifically designed to provide that prospect with exceptional and extraordinary value. It's an innovative solution that provides that prospect actually thinking to themselves that they would be an absolute fool to buy from anyone else but you. And you reinforce their thinking by attaching an emotional component to it. You highlight the emotional benefits your innovative solution provides to this prospect. You remind them that your solution relieves their frustrations, gives them complete peace of mind, alleviates all concern, increases their cash flow, eliminates an unpleasant circumstance, or whatever the additional benefits may be that your product or service provides. By using the thought process matrix to gather and store the information you'll use in the elevator pitch, the matrix keeps you focused on the hot buttons, the innovative solutions, and the benefits of those solutions that are most important to your target prospects. These are the emotional responses we're looking to generate. Remember, prospects buy based on emotion. Think of the thought process matrix as a warehouse containing the exact information you need as a small business owner to create an emotional buying situation with qualified prospects whenever you want. Pretty simple, isn't it? But again, the key here is this only works with qualified prospects, and they're the only ones you want to be dealing with anyway. If you were to say that elevator pitch to someone with older kids that no longer needed the services of a child care facility, that parent would respond by saying something like, "Well, that's nice," or "That's certainly interesting." Although keep in mind that often even unqualified prospects may know qualified prospects, and they may refer you to them, all because you spoke the right words in the right order to create an emotionally compelling situation. This elevator pitch is about 30 seconds long and is a great way to begin the creation process for a killer elevator pitch. However, you should also develop a shorter version that's approximately 10 seconds long, which is the perfect length for most types of networking events and functions. This shorter version needs to be a single sentence and focused more on the basic benefits that were highlighted in the 30-second version. Here's an example of how I might rewrite the 30-second childcare elevator pitch into a 10-second one. I provide worry-free childcare services by giving concerned parents the ability to watch their child online anytime. Okay, now that we have a terrific way to quickly create both a 30-second and a 10-second killer elevator pitch, let's turn our attention to help you identify and develop a killer USP, or unique selling proposition. When it comes to creating an effective marketing program, it's critical that you develop a very clear, concise, and focused message that explains exactly what your business does and how that benefits your target customer. The elevator pitch is a great start to creating that message, but the key now is to narrow the focus and increase the force. By narrowing and focusing your message, you dramatically increase the power it has to influence. How can one simple message possibly be so powerful? Because it focuses on the benefits your clients want instead of your business's features and advantages. By highlighting your benefits, this message will make your target customers realize that you're not just the business that meets their individual needs and wants, you're the only one that does that. This focused message is known as a unique selling proposition, or USP, and we want you to think of it from now on as the DNA of your business. Your USP is the single most important benefit that you offer to your buyers that your competition does not. It highlights the benefit that differentiates you completely and unequivocally from your competition. It clarifies what makes you unique. It's the reason your prospects will insist on buying from you and no one else. It's literally the heart and soul of your business. Your USP conveys what it is your business stands for, and it communicates this to both the outside world and to all those within your business. Your USP helps you engage everyone who comes into contact with your business, from prospects and clients to employees, suppliers, and perhaps investors. A USP is a powerful benefit statement, not a feature statement. If you want to create a highly effective marketing program, then it must start by developing a clear, concise message that explains exactly what your business does and how that benefits your target customer. That's the purpose of a unique selling proposition. And it's not enough to just create a USP. You must also use it. Once you've invested the time and effort it will take to design the perfect message, you then need to integrate it into every piece of marketing collateral you create, from your business cards and stationery to your website and your marketing scripts. Developing a powerful USP can make the difference between becoming a huge success or being relegated to the status of an also-ran. If you want your business to be incredibly successful, if you want your company to be recognized as the preeminent leader in your market or industry, if you want your business to grow exponentially, then you must have a remarkable USP, and it must be based on the benefits you offer. Remember, the benefits are the emotional components. That's what your prospects will buy. The parent in the child care example isn't the least bit interested in that web watch surveillance system. They're interested in having total control of their child's situation and their own peace of mind while their child is attending that child care facility. That's what they want, and that's what they'll buy. So, to help create a killer USP, take your 10-second elevator pitch, which has condensed the message into a more focused benefit statement, and use a yellow highlighter to identify the major benefits it is conveying. Here's an example. All great salespeople use emotion to literally hook a prospective customer, and then they use logic to justify their purchase. Let me repeat that. Customers buy based on their emotions, and they justify their purchase with logic. That's the reason you include the specific features of your product or service, like watching your child online, along with the benefit, which is worry-free. You want to create and include the features of your product or service that will satisfy your client's need to justify their emotional buying decision with logic. So remember, benefits create emotion, features create logic. Let's take those preferred benefits from the child care example and see if we can use them to build a powerful and compelling USP. How does this sound? Online, worry-free child care. Or what about the only child care where you can watch your child online anytime? You want your USP to compel your prospects to engage you, to learn more about your product or service. Keep writing and rewriting it until it does. This may take several months to finally get it right, but believe me, it will be worth it. Once you get it perfected, your USP goes into all of your marketing materials, including your business card, print ads, flyers, brochures, as well as your website. It is not meant to be spoken. It's the job of your elevator pitch. In fact, the proper sequence of events to follow when you're attempting to generate leads for your business should follow this sequence. When you find yourself at, say, a networking event, walk up to someone and ask them, what do they do? They will give you a very short answer, such as, I'm a lawyer. By the way, that's not what they do, that's what they are. But when you ask them what they do and they give you that brief answer, they will feel obligated to now ask you the exact same question. So what do you do? Here's where you respond with your 10-second elevator pitch. The 10-second version is an attention grabber. It's also an excellent pre-qualifier of your target customer. If you're speaking to your target customer, they will immediately respond to your elevator pitch by saying, really? How do you do that? Now you continue with your 30-second elevator pitch. When you finish with it, and they still want to know even more, hand them your business card with your USP prominently printed on the front. Your USP now reminds them of the elevator pitch you used and unique benefits you provide. This allows you to set up an appointment to meet with them at a later date so you can continue generating additional leads at your networking event. See how simple this is when you have the right information in the right order? A consultant would use this exact same process. Their 30-second elevator pitch says, do you know how business owners today are desperately looking for fast access to answers they need to grow their business they want? My company has created the world's first business growth network that gives small business owners and entrepreneurs access to all the tools, resources, and support they need to grow their revenues faster and with greater confidence and certainty. When they attend a networking event with small business owners and one of their prospects says, so what do? The consultant's 10-second response sounds like this. I help small business owners who find themselves struggling, in trouble, or just not growing as fast as they would like to immediately increase their revenue and profits by showing them how they can generate more leads, attract more customers, and make more money than they have ever made before, even in this horrible economy. And when they break that down into the single biggest benefit they provide that their competition doesn't, they get their USP, which says, more leads, more customers, more revenue. Right now, you may be saying to yourself, wow, this looks like a lot of work. Well, you're right. It is indeed a lot of work, which is why 99.9% of small business owners never bother to perform this critical step. In fact, prove it to yourself. Just ask any small business owner what they do, and you will see a look on their face like a deer caught in headlights. Oh, they may say something like, well, I'm an attorney, or I'm a florist. That's not what they do. That's what they are. What they do is based on the benefits you provide, not on the product or service you offer. An attorney is a legal specialist who helps small businesses maximize their legal loopholes to increase their revenue while lowering their cost. A florist doesn't sell flowers. They're a romance specialist, helping men and women express their true love in their relationships. Show me just one business you know of right now that has done this. But that's your competitive advantage. The fact that no one is doing this opens the door nice and wide for you and your business to walk through and properly position your business for market domination. That's the power of taking the time to create a powerful and compelling elevator pitch. That's why you want to immediately create a USP and then integrate it into everything you do. Your USP becomes a beacon. It attracts customers to you by the droves. It drives your profits through the roof and gets your entire staff on the same page with a unifying message. It reduces disputes and mismanagement of products within your business by providing a specific focus. It brings huge success to areas that used to be difficult, such as marketing. It's literally the most powerful tool you can own in your business. Once developed, your USP becomes your core message, your new mantra, so to speak. It becomes your war cry that you position in every form of communication you use. It becomes the central theme throughout all of your lead generation and lead conversion materials. That's why you may need to spend hours, days, weeks, perhaps even months developing, tweaking, and refining both your USP as well as your elevator pitch. And you will continue to do so forever. There will always be a new and better way to get your message out to your target customer, and you need to always look for that new and better way for as long as you're in business. And when conditions change within your industry, as they so frequently do these days, you should revisit both your USP and your elevator pitch. Whenever you add a new innovation to your business, you should revisit them again. Believe me, it's worth all the time and effort you'll put into it. And once you nail it, use it well, use it often, and use it everywhere you go. Let's quickly review the main points we've covered in this presentation. Every business needs a core message that keeps everyone's attention on the primary goal and objective that the business wants to accomplish. It's vital to the success of your business that whatever your core message is, you must be able to deliver it to your prospective customers in a highly engaging and compelling way. Above all, it must focus on the benefits you provide instead of the features or advantages you sell. It must be written and conveyed in several ways and through various formats. It must be a different length so you can use it in a variety of situations. And maybe most important of all, it must strike your prospect squarely in their hot button. It must remind your prospect of a major problem, frustration, fear, or concern they have, and offer up hope for a solution to that problem. When that happens, you resonate with your core emotions, and prospects buy based on emotion. Most business owners focus on the positive side of their product or service. That simply doesn't work. Instead, strike at the pain your prospect is feeling. Since prospects will do anything to avoid pain, but won't go out of their way or put forth any additional effort to gain pleasure. And remember, as you begin to create this core message, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You already have everything developed and in place. That information is located in your thought process matrix. Row 1 in that matrix defines the problem, the pain, the hot button issue that your target prospect is looking for a solution to. Row 3 in the matrix is not only the solution to their pain, it's an extraordinary solution to their pain. And since the solution in row 3 is an innovation you personally created, that solution isn't exceptional or extraordinary. It's proprietary. It's one of a kind, unique to your business, a key differentiating factor that now separates your business from every single one of your competitors. It's an innovation that no one else in your industry possesses but you. And then there's row 4 in the matrix, that all-important benefit row. The items you have listed here represent the good things your target prospects can expect when they buy what you sell. These are the emotion developers, the emotion creators, so to speak. It's the benefits that convince your prospects that they must have what you sell, that they would be absolute fools to buy from anyone else. Once you combine the information in these 3 rows and spend some additional time wordsmithing various combinations and versions, you will create your very own 30-second elevator pitch. Then refine that version into a shorter yet even more compelling 10-second version and test this version at a networking event when time is limited. Finally, highlight the major benefits in your 10-second elevator pitch. And create your business's USP or unique selling proposition. This now becomes the mantra for your business, and it's based on your deep passion for what you do. It represents your core theme upon which you have built your business. It explains why you show up for work every day. It's the single biggest benefit you provide to your prospects that your competition doesn't. Once you create the perfect USP, you want to position it in front and center on every piece of marketing collateral you produce. But remember that a USP is never spoken. It goes on your marketing only and is there to always serve as a reminder that you offer an exceptional and extraordinary benefit that no one else in your industry can match. That benefit is more thoroughly explained through your various elevator pitches. The USP basically acts as a reminder of your elevator pitch. Together, your USP and your elevator pitches form quite a team. When they begin to work together, the message your target prospects will hear instantly resonates with their emotional core, and they will practically be forced to buy what you sell. This is the exact same message that you will use in all of your future presentations to help you create competition-crushing marketing programs, a program that will position your business in a league all its own. Next, we're going to continue to build a solid foundation for your marketing and lead generation efforts. We're going to help you map out your sales process. This is absolutely one of the most critical fundamentals for any small business to fully develop. This is the process involved in generating leads for your business, qualifying those leads so you spend your time with only those prospects who truly want what you sell, and then converting those leads into paying clients. This is how you take a prospect from ignorance to awareness into the thought process and then through to the close. This is truly the starting point as we walk you through our proven and tested process for creating competition-crushing marketing. Until then, we want you to get busy and take the information you have already developed in your thought process matrix and begin to wordsmith the phrases you have recorded in rows 1, 3, and 4. Remember to put as much emotion into it as you can. Refer to the examples in your workbook to help you as you begin to create your very own killer elevator pitch and USP. Just remember that the message you're about to create may be the most important fundamental you develop as it relates to the overall success of your business. It truly represents your very own $1 million message. So take your time and don't rush the process. Test and retest the various versions you do create. Don't be afraid to experiment and try different angles and approaches. You must create a message that's both powerful and compelling. You'll know you have it close when prospects begin to say, "How do you do that?" Those are the 5 magic words you're listening for. And don't get discouraged if you don't get it right the first time, or the second, or the 10th. Eventually, you will find the right message for your business. Our overall focus is to help you continue to build the business you've always dreamed of having. A business that provides you with the financial freedom and extraordinary life for you and your family. Remember that a primary goal in the e-learning marketing system is to help you quickly develop the processes that will bring more revenue into your business. Each presentation brings us closer to accomplishing that goal. So until next time, here's to your success.